Good morning, Victor.
Good morning. How are you?
Very good.
Good morning, Victor. Thank God it's Friday.
TGIF.
TGIF, yes, you can say that
It's
again.
a great day.
Yes. And I have good news for you.
Really?
Algeria.
Oh, yes?
And good news for you, Nigeria.
Wow,
Oh,
interesting.
Great. Take
You
it
brought
away.
good news, good tidings on the show.
All right. Yeah, the 2017 Men's African Nations Championship has been underway in Cairo, Egypt since October the 22nd. Remember now, this comes after the women's tournament that was hosted in Yaounde, Cameroon between October 7th and 14th. The host Cameroon won the championship after they beat bitter rivals Kenya 3 straight sets to 0 in the final. Egypt beat Senegal 3-0 to finish third, meaning that Senegal finished fourth. Let's have a look at things, at how things are so far in Egypt at the moment ahead of the final to be played on October 29th. In the quarterfinals played yesterday, Algeria met Congo DRC. And it was a 3-0 win for the North Africans. Tunisia beat Morocco 3-0. Cameroon beat Libya 3-2, and Egypt beat Rwanda 3 straight sets to 0. The results now mean that in the semi-finals will pit Tunisia and Algeria as North Africans. Egypt entertain Cameroon. The final will be played on Sunday, as we said. Now on to matters football. The president of the Argentine Football Association, AFA, Claudio Tapia, has revealed that Nigeria have promised to field their best players when both countries face each other in the friendly game on November 14th. The Super Eagles traveled to Russia for the match 4 days after their 2018 World Cup qualifier against Algeria in Algiers. However, the game is meaningless now as they have already qualified for the World Cup. Nigeria coach Yaounde Cameroon has already hinted that he won't field his top stars against the North Africans. He is, however, expected to recall his big names when they take on Argentina. Head coach again, Yaounde Cameroon, has confirmed that he has verbally agreed to a new 2-year contract in his role. Roll's initial contract contained a clause that triggers a 2-year extension in the if he qualifies Nigeria for the 2018 World Cup, a feat that he has already achieved following their recent 1-0 win over Zambia in the qualifiers. On to the racing tracks now. Asphalt and rubber. Lewis Hamilton has no intention of easing up this weekend as he seeks a mere top 5 finish in the Mexican Grand Prix to clinch his 4th Drivers' World title and a place among the greatest drivers in Formula One history. The arguments over his status have grown in volume as the months have passed this year, but they reached a new crescendo this week in the days following his 9th win of the season at last weekend's United States Grand Prix in Texas. He's already in Mexico, and here's what he had to say. Let's take a listen.
I'm here. I'm not here for anything else but number one. So I was just thinking about it as I was walking in here. It is true that I only need to finish 5th, but I think to myself, how would I feel if I was to finish 5th and win the World Championship? It would feel great. We just happen to be here in Mexico where there's a good chance that we can win it this weekend. So, but honestly, I don't mind if it's this weekend, next weekend, the weekend after. As long as I win, that's all that matters to me.
All right, now let's take a quick look at the F1 logs right now. As things are right now ahead of the Mexico circuit, the British and Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton leads with 331 points. Sebastian Vettel, a German Ferrari driver, follows with 265. Third is Valtteri Bottas of Finland, of Mercedes driver with 244 points. Australian and Red Bull driver Daniel Ricciardo is fourth with 192 points. Ferrari driver Kimi Raikkonen from Finland completes the top 5 log with 163 points. That's all we had for today. I'll see you next week. Again, remember, you can also join me on Monday for your weekly dose of football. on the football planet. Great weekend.